Oh, I come to hold a meditation. Kushites. Oh, I come to hold a meditation. I'm talking to Kushites because Kushites are the root of the tree of life. And if the root is disconnected, the rest of the tree is going to die. Yeah? So if you truly love the world, if you truly love the world, reconnect thyself. Mm. All right, let's burn our meditation. I haven't been making any videos. I've been kind of depressed. Yes, Rasta conscious people who know the way still get depressed. Read the books of David and see if he wasn't depressed sometimes. I miss my king, sacrifices. So, let's hold the meds. It's about maybe 2 in the morning here. I like to wake up early and hold the meds because that's when it's more quieter. You can hear the earth. Um, I was thinking, remember, I know maybe I'm old, but you remember the cartoons that used to have the little devil and the little angel on each shoulder? And it's always, the devil is always trying to convince you to do something, and the angel is like, oh, listen to that voice inside, that goodness. It's truly like that, you see. But the only difference is it's self. You are that devil. You are that angel, if you want to put it that way. You know what I mean? I got to put it that way to make people overstand because, we've been trapped in Babylon so long, we have forgotten spirituality and how to look at life. Even me sometimes when the way get hard. So that little devil and that little angel, that's you within. You see, because we all know what's right and what's wrong. We know. You ever know you finna do something wrong and you try to justify it? I don't know about y'all, boy. I'll lay down and put that thing together and throw a pity party with the Most High. Oh, this happened to me, and I think if I get this or if I do this, it will help me. You trying to convince, huh? The one that sees all that this is the right way, that this is the only way you see fit to do this. Meanwhile, there's a different way right over there which you can take. But guess what? It's going to be a little harder. Huh? And you're going to have to do it by yourself. Scary, ain't it? We all have that. But you see, here's the problem now. Some people convince themselves that that's what needs to be done. You see, when it's hard for you to make a choice, that's when you caught up in everything in this world. What you do is you give it to the lands. But, I chant to the Most High. I chant to His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile I Selassie I. Why? Because his goodness outweighs everyone else. And that lineage. Okay? Nana toi. So, when I'm faced with a situation like that, what I do is I say, all right, y'all, I got to come out of myself. It's not what I want because I know the Most High never choose it. I run that thing how you want it to be ran. You know that? So it's even hard for people to say, you know what? I give it to Jah. They'll say, you have people that will say they giving it to Jah, but they still moving forward to what they want to do. When you give it to Jah, you stand still. No matter what the circumstances is, or it looks like you're going to miss this opportunity, you give it to the Most High and stand still. And see if the earth don't even that thing out, all of a sudden something happen where you have to get up and move. We all been there. I know it. And with each test, it gets harder and harder. Because remember, don't scramble too much on a test if this can help you. Don't waste too much time on a certain test. Why? Go ahead and pass that thing, man. Because remember, in the test of life or anything else, the next stage is always harder than the next. If it wasn't harder, because remember, you're climbing a ladder. And if you keep slipping on the same thing, that ladder, because remember now, other people are climbing the same ladder. Don't let, with each person climbing that ladder, that step get weaker and weaker. It's a lot of traffic on there. So you don't want to struggle too much on the 26th step. When somebody else climbing over you going to 30. It ain't a competition. You don't have to be at 30. You can be at 28 or 29. What I'm saying is, don't struggle too long on the same step. So when you feel inside of you that you just can't, even though you not justified everything that you want to do in your head, and you know that it's not right. It's what you want more than what you need. Give it to the Most High and stand still. And when you see that thing play out, you're going to say, oh, my God. My God. And you keep climbing. Life is difficult, man. It's hard to pick and choose because so many are doing wrong. So many are doing things. I don't want to say wrong because it's life lessons. And if they wasn't doing wrong, would we know the right? Remember, there must be a balance in everything. And remember, everybody is not at the same stage of life as the next person. So you'll have people running a competition with somebody, and that person is in a whole different race than them. They running the 200, and this person doing the hurdles. You know what I mean? They running two separate races, and yet the one who's doing the 200 is competing with the hurdle jumper. Life lessons. Oh, I come to hold a meditation. I know Kushites, it seems like, oh, we love to put, white privilege and this and that. Where has it gotten them? We may have to work a little harder to get what we want. But this is anybody, not just Kushites. Anybody who work hard to get what they want. Don't you see how they appreciate it? I be on certain sites because I work some construction sites sometimes. Not me working construction sites. I'm just doing something else. And I'll see white people that don't meet a lot of black American people because where I am, it's more people from Caribbean and from home in Kushland. And soon as they see me and realize that I'm African American, all of a sudden they get close to me. I worked for everything I have. I said, oh, that's great. I have a house and here and but I mean, this is not just one occasion. Because I encounter white people all the time. I mean, I've had hundreds of occasions like this. Soon as they get to know me, they start explaining, what is the guilt that you have? Your ancestors stole, murdered, and did everything they could to keep you in privilege. If you take advantage of that opportunity now and make what you need to make for yourself, it's better for me. I don't know about the rest of y'all. I'd rather you do that than not take advantage of it. Sounds silly, don't it? Now let me ask you something. My people, Cushites, the gifts that was given to us by our ancestors, we don't use it. Our talent, our wisdom, our humanity. We have the original humanity. Cushites can love without partiality. They know for a fact that we would never do to them what they have done. They know that. And I think that hurts them more than anything else. That's why they walk around with guilt on them. And I tell white folks who I meet, you don't have to be guilty. What you have to be guilty of, if you have the opportunity and you don't take advantage of it, it's there. This system is made for you. Now take it and use it and do right with it. I don't grudge people for material things. Because what you have to realize is when black people say, oh, white people getting just what they deserve because you know what they did in that. It's true. There are some diseases that come in the European lineage that don't come nowhere else. And they still creating carnage, thinking it's going to save them. Not the regular people like me. We have to talk in general now. Okay? I'm talking generally. So if you want to take offense to this, you go ahead and take offense to it. That's your business. But when you're talking, you have to talk generally. I'm not here to soothe every individual's ego. I'm here to talk it as it is, straight down the line. And because I'm Cushite, don't sit here and be coming on here talking about Black Lives Matter and this and stuff like this and that, because I'm not on y'all niggas' side either. I'm not on the black nigga side and I'm not on the white nigga side. I'm right down that middle and I'm walking it and I'm telling the truth. Hello. So, you know me, y'all. I lose my train of thought because, I start thinking about some crap somebody in the inbox me. You know what I mean? Anyway, I digress. Take advantage of your situation. It's there. Put it to good use. It don't have to stay the same. Put it to good use. So there's some diseases that come into lineage of white folks and they still create carnage. That's where I was. Yes, they are. Right now in Papua New Guinea. They're talking about this disease that they've been trying to cure. It's the same thing as Farmington's disease. What they do is they go give it to a tribe so they can study it to try to cure it in them. They do that. My king. He spoils me with attention. And they're studying so that they can come up with a cure. And they feel that they're doing right because I don't know. But anyway, Most white people know things like that, and they choose to ignore it because they feel like they can't do anything about it. But what I don't understand is how you can group together to save the whales and to save the dogs and the cats. I mean, they have long commercials. You know how much commercials cost to be on TV? To save animals, to save the monkeys, to save this, to save that. And yet, you can't stop your people from doing what they doing. You can say you can't stop, but how the earth see it? And remember, certain diseases only come naturally from the earth. And the earth definitely doesn't play partiality. Hello. Now, black folks, if white folks are getting what they deserve, for the things they have done and what they're doing, what was slavery for then? What was that payment for? If everybody gets what they deserve, how did we end up in the situation we in, and why? Oh, I've come to hold a meditation. Oh, I've come, Kushites, to hold a meditation. Rastafari, Nana Untwa.